Hello, welcome back to Mrs. Torres' YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about evaluating logarithms. So remember from our last chat about logarithms, if we have something like log base 7 of 49, that's asking you what variable we could raise 7 to get 49. What's up?
I need tissues.
Grab them. Alright, so let's look at log base 4 of 64 as an example. So first, we want to set the equation equal to x. So log base 4 of 64 equals x. And then think about what it would look like in exponential form. So we would have our base is 4, our exponent is x, equals 64. So 4 raised to what power gives you 64? You could just guess and check if you want. 4 to the first, obviously we know that's 4. 4 squared, we should know that's 16. 4 to the third, boom, there you go. So that means in this case, 4 to the third equals 64, which means x equals 3. So log base 4 of 64 is equal to 3. Remember we talked about what logs are really asking you. So really log base 4 of 63, it's asking the question 4 raised to what exponent gives you 64. So there's our answer. Alright, let's try and evaluate some of these logs without a calculator. So 10 is our base. We're asking what power of 10 will give you 100? Well, 10 squared gives you 100, so that means 2 is our answer there. Log base 6 of 6. So 6 raised to what power gives you 6? Well, that's going to be 1, of course. Next one. Log base 3 of 27. So 3 to what power gives you 27? You can guess and check if you want. 3 times 3 gives you 9. Times 1 more 3 gives you 27. So log base 3 of 27 equals 3. Go ahead and pause the video. Try these other 4. Alright, welcome back. In the next one, we've got 2 as our base. To what exponent gives us 32? This one you might have to play around a little bit. So 2, we know squared is 4. 2 to the third is going to give us 8. How about 2 to the fourth? 16. 2 to the fifth. There you go. There's your 32. So that means in this case, log base 2 of 32 is 5. Number 5, our base is 5. To what exponent gives us 125? 25 times 5 gives us 125. So our answer is 3 there. Log base 3 of 81, so 3 to what exponent equals 81? I think that's the example that we started with. That's going to be 4. So it's really important to be able to know these logs kind of off the top of your head, like really easily be like, okay, 2 raised to what power equals 32? 5 raised to what power equals 125? With logarithms, there are 2 kind of special bases that we use. The first one is log base 10. That's what we call common base. So that's log base 10. If we look at our calculator, down here towards the bottom, or kind of the middle here next to the 7, you'll see a log button. When you press that, it's log without any base there, right? There's no base here where we usually write it. That means log base 10. So if you see log with no base of 100, what that's asking you is really log base 10 of 100, which we already figured out up here is 2. So if you have log without a base there, you're assuming that your base is 10. So we could do that in our calculator. Log of 100 gives us 2. There we go. The other special base that we use is log base e. So e is a number that we haven't ever really talked about. I'm not going to go into detail about what e is. What I'm going to tell you is that e is kind of like a special number that we use in math. So it's like pi or the square root of -1. So it's kind of like a special number. So log base e, see Peyton? Log base e, we call that the natural log. So we would abbreviate that with LN. So this we call the natural log. This is also a button on our calculator. So if I ask you for the natural log of 10, right underneath log we have natural log, so ln of 10. So that's log base e, and then it's going to be a long decimal, so we'll say 2.3. So for a second, let's think about what would the natural log of e be. So if you think about it using our other log notation like we did up here, this is like log base e of e. So e raised to what power will give you e? That's going to be 1, right? It's like up here when we had log base 6 of 6, it gives you 1. That's where your exponent's going to be. All right. Evaluate these with your calculator. I'm just going to give you the answers. You can kind of pause this video, do them in your calculator, and check them. So log of 50 is 1.7, log of 99, 2, 1, 1.36. Natural log of 5, oops, that's 4.17. Natural log of 90, 4.5, and then there's that natural log of e. You should get 1. Like I said, these are all just evaluating in your calculator, so type it in, get your answer. All right, see you in my next video.